Well, hi. Where am I? Flipped. Howdy. I was gonna blow. I had a very difficult day today dealing with my brother-in-law, property manager, South Tucson Police, unsuccessfully with them. I'm trying for a week to get a report out of them, and the guy's telling me you can't look it up without the fucking number. Been to the station twice and called about 5 times. Yeah. No, that's going nowhere. Kind of cheesy. I get all these like phrases that come bubbling back from my deep past. I played out it. I used to just read for hours and hours, just read music, play all kind of different shit. Mostly not melodies, mostly just exercises on different patterns and scales and stuff. Anybody here? Yeah, it looks like somebody's here. Hello. Happy day. Who we got? Hi, Winnick. Oh, guess what? People who call me Tom are not welcome here. It's not my name. What else have you got to say? Now, this is MySpace. This is not Kiwi Farms. So, like, next time I turn around, you're either going to apologize for calling me Tom or get blocked. Okay? This is MySpace. Call me at Kiwi Farms or another message board. The name is not Tom. My name's Tommy, and I'm female. Sort of. Not male. My pronouns are she, her, and if you're here to, give me a hard time, I'm not going to put up with it. I'm just going to block you. Oh, that's a good reason. Sopranos are very fussy. Everything's got to be just right or it doesn't work right. Reed is just a little bit off. I wasn't getting up to the top. Thanks. I get nothing but grief from kiwi farmers, and I won't put up with it here. I just won't. You know, go be a kiwi farmer at Kiwi Farms, but be a nice person here, please. Yes, I'm nuts. Yes, I'm fat. Yes, I'm crazy. And no, I'm not any of those other things. Okay? That's called character assassination. Oh, you don't want to. You don't want to. Just forget it. They'll probably show up before the night's over. I have a toxic fan club. And I'm just a crazy old hippie artist. You know, I'm peddling music and stones online. We'll buy some crystals. Got nice crystals, all different kinds, lots of different varieties of quartz, and I've got precious crystals, emerald and aquamarine, tourmaline, ruby, sapphire. What else? Topaz, apatite, all kind of crazy shit. Rutile. Yes. Give me a hard time. Something's really shooting ugly waves at me today. Right here, hit me right here with some really, really mean energy today. Mhm. anybody else show up. No, and you left. Good. Bye. You know, I spent most of my life alone. That's cool. It's just the way it worked. And people dig it. People like my music. People like my Stones. People like what I have to say about things. And I have a toxic fan club. So what? Thanks. Just any publicity is good publicity. And there's people that have known me for 20, 30 years and over 10 years online. So, you people just coming in and listening to stupid shit. It's just character assassination. Sorry. I just don't like the intonation on that. But just doesn't want to give me the top. The way I like to get the top. And I guess nobody's here. Sockness was just around a little while ago. Making a comment on something I just uploaded. See if we can get that top. That's where I get people's attention. Well, I get people's attention with the bottom too. Bitch. It just doesn't want to give it to me. I know it's there. And it's all in the read. Every last bit is in the read. Sometimes I get it. Well, it's not every last bit. The read and the jaw. Takes a little extra jaw right there at the top to get it to screech clean, to get that note clean, scream it out instead of squawking it out. That's just so silly, and that's what brings you my money. It's stuff like that. Just open it up. Keep the phrases short and understandable. let it bounce off the walls of the underpass a little bit. People give me really good money. I love my detractors. You play until people give you coins to tell you to shut up. Maybe costing $20 to get me to shut up. I've had people give me 20 to move. Bar barkers. Austin used to give me money to get me to leave the corner. Oh, you see all that garbage in there? These people, I suppose I could talk a little bit since we got some people here. Nobody's saying anything. I'll roll up another doobie. You don't want this in the way. Excuse me, I'm Tommy. I've always been like I am now since I was a little kid. Sure, I'm on the spectrum or whatever the fuck. I don't know. They were doping me when I was 8 years old. So I just I didn't even hardly say anything until I was almost 3. And then I started speaking in whole sentences. By the time I was like 12, I had digested the World Book, the Book of Knowledge, and the Popular Science encyclopedias, and an atlas of the world, and a dictionary or two. Hey now. Oh, well, I'm having trouble getting through to the cops. I don't, and now I'm gonna have to file on my landlord. They're gonna be pushing me out of here pretty much. I wanted to take over the whole building, and they're just not. They're not. They're not. They haven't pulled building permits, and that's why the place got red tagged yesterday. And I really don't want to talk about that. I've been getting bad heart vibe all day. My family. These people speculate a lot about my family. My family's terrified of something that I'm not. That they turned me into about 12 years ago. Actually, more like 64 years ago, 63 years ago. But Tom is very explosive, and fortunately, my Tommy's in control of the body, so that Tom has never hurt anything or anybody very badly, even though Tom is capable of it. And it's totally just me going ballistic. This is where I just completely lose my ability to behave appropriately and go there. And I'm not going to do it for these people. It's just they're not worth it. I'm, my controllers, my graphic controllers are insisting that I get my act together. Just clean up my act is my marching orders for the last year and a half almost. Just clean up my act. They're on their way. When they're going to get here, I can't say, but excuse me. I personally, this is not something I believe. This is something I understand to be possibly true. I won't believe it until I see it, right? But I'm studying the world's legends and myths. I see a certain congruence there that matches with the way my rabbi taught us to look at it. It was like, okay, these are, they're flying around in some kind of craft, and that's the flaming chariot, and that's the way we're told to look at it. Is these are and not necessarily extraterrestrials, but as the high civilization of this world that had somehow fallen down. And that's what the allegory of Eden is about, is the collapse of the high civilization. And you'll see that in the Urantia book, which is claimed to have been channeled. Um, and it's my conclusion that there's numerous sentient species that are able to come and go from this world, and they were banished for their bad behavior about 10 or 12,000 years ago, and they left us to work it out for ourselves. And whatever the error was in the gene mapping back then, I think is becoming like clearly manifest in your QAnonces and MAGA morons, and then their equivalent counterparts on the extreme left. Anybody wants to shoot at each other anymore. It's just like devolved. Cheers. I was tempted. I should. I never wear makeup, but I should put on a little bit just for the fun of it. I have some. I'm so blonde, I got a nice blonde color. I don't really need much make. I don't even know what I would. There's no point. So I got pretty features as it is. Um, who needs makeup when you're gorgeous and just and so charming? Yeah, I make funny faces. So what? And I say strange things. So what? I don't hurt anybody. I go out of my way to make people feel better about themselves and their lives. You know, I don't hurt anybody willfully. But boy, you toxic people. I'm sure going to enjoy getting some relief from the intrusion into my life. Well, it is a really filthy town, and I once in a while. I mean, I could do it now. I mean, once in a while, my nails when I'm not cutting stone, my nails can get nice, and then I can paint my nails. But it's such a dirty town that there's no women hardly wear any makeup in this town because it's so dirty and hot. But it's getting to be that time of year. I might even put on a wig. I don't know. Oh, the next $100 I get, it's gonna fix that. I should comb this. I haven't had a brush in this for a few hours since this morning. I think I'm gonna go brush my hair and make it look nice. I'm getting there. Well, I'm getting there. Oh, man. Yeah. Little by little. I had a big tonsure when I started taking finasteride 5 years ago, and it's filling in pretty good. And it's filled in enough to where the salon around the corner for about $100 will do a weave. And you know what? Call me names. Call me whatever you want. I'm a naturally born intersex person. I'm an androgynous person. I had a hard time passing for male when I was a teen. I had a real tough time passing for male when I was a teen. Well, my puberty was so slow, and I had such smooth skin and little boobies and a round butt, and a pretty face, and I wasn't allowed to wear my hair long, which kind of helped a lot. Um, but I had to force my voice down, and walk pigeon-toed for months to get the squish out of my butt. Um, and I just don't want, my trauma was so, um, I look good with, just a little bit of make, a little bit of eye makeup, and the lashes done up and all that happy shit, and a little bit of lipstick and some blush, and we're good. I have a good skin color, and I can shave closer than that. Uh, I have pretty hair. I just don't have much of it. But these people wanna like pass judgment on me, um, with missing data. They're gonna tell me I'm not an intersex without ever seeing me naked. I mean, it's like obvious a fucking heart attack if you look at me naked. Um, I don't have a masculine or feminine looking body. It's what they call gender ambiguous. It's like the most common form of intersex is people like me, and they're telling, "Oh no, you're not intersex." It's like, wait a minute, the effeminate male, and we're talking not just psychologically effeminate, but physically also. The effeminate male and the masculine female, we are the most common sort of intersex people, and there's no genetic anomaly there. It's just recessive gene characters expressing. It's all it is. There's nothing to it except girly guys and tomboys are just, we're born this way. Just leave us the fuck alone, please. There's nothing pathological about what we are. There's nothing mentally ill about what we are. This is the way we're wired. This is the way we're built. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you people? This is the 21st century. You're gonna argue with me that, oh no, you're not intersex. Oh, you're just so masculine. The fuck I am. Put me up against Charles Atlas, you fucking idiots. I'm only 5'8" for one thing. And I come from kind of peasant stock. The women in my family are kind of broad shouldered and big busted and all that. It's just they hate themselves. They won't admit that they hate themselves. They won't admit that their entire life and their devotions to state and business and jobs and all this happy shit is unsustainable. We're on a dead end street. They're doomed. And they want to laugh at me, but it's like, excuse me, but everything that my teachers told me, and I had props that had quit high paying jobs in Palmer chemistry to teach a small class like at UTampa what was coming. UTampa, one reason, UTampa happens to be a school where a lot of O-grade military people get like bachelor's and master's degrees. You got MacDill Air Force Base there, and I forget what the Army base is close by that we get some students from. And in Pensacola. So we had a lot of military students. I went to school with an Army major that was in the MBA program. Well, that's Jennifer. Well, nothing very exciting there. insult you, baby. I, um, ladies wanting to sell me rocks, and it's like, oh boy. I don't think I need them rocks too badly. So yeah, there's I think that was a nice thing to say to her. I don't see anything there I have a need for, but I can show you how to clean up and polish specimens and wrap crystals. That's what she's got. She's got some funky stuff that doesn't, it doesn't sell for much kind of stuff. It's in the rough. It's probably a young person. There's something I wanted to read of my friend D. Um, this is a Cherokee brother who's like a descendant of Sequoia. I wanted to share this with you. See, he really nailed this one hard. See what I'm struggling against, and people don't understand is I'm an indigenous person at heart. Yeah, I come from a Jewish industrial family, but we're tribal people, and my perspective on the world is more indigenous than industrialized. And there's in the way people communicate. D hit it hard with this. I need to get my sinus meds and shit. I'm having a hard time. There's been PM10 advisories around here. It's really heavy particulates in the air. It's been real windy, and the all the green is starting to die out, so that's all dusty now. Where's my? There it is. But D hammered this one. This is where modern civilized man is really failed as humans. They've lost their humanity. People in our world have become very derisive. We no longer listen to each other before we decide if we agree. We've already made up our mind beforehand. In the past, natives would actually listen to one another and they would not immediately reply. They would consider what you said and think about it for a while. Then, after they had thought about it, they would give a reply. Today, we immediately answer without really thinking through what we just heard. People react to words, they hear a key word and react to that, and take it out of context too, half the time. A discussion now is just a game to win with an insult or the best comeback. If you're first with the wittiest reply, you're considered the winner of that conversation. But did you really win, or did you just refuse to open your mind and consider there could be a better way? We've lost the art of having an actual conversation and improving the situation. Now it's just about winning the conversation, even if we're wrong. Like these Kiwi farmers, they have to win the conversation by calling me names. I mean, and then, they think that nobody anywhere wants anything to do with me because they think everybody looks at me the same way that they do. It's like, well, yeah, I'm kind of grubby, but I'm a hippie and that's expected. What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't you know how to get along with hippies? And I'm in Tucson, so it's a dirty, grubby town, and people dress accordingly. And I really don't smell bad at all, ever. Um, as soon as I can smell myself, I'm in the bathroom cleaning. Uh, so my stench doesn't get past my own nose. So I'm like not really in the, I don't know what, I'm here. Uh, I don't want to ramble much because I don't want to get this all excited. Um, what was this? Man, I don't want to read that. And I really don't even want to look at, see if there's anything going on here, I suppose, real quickly. It's 11:30. I have no reason to be awake at this hour. So a lot of Kiwi farmers have gone over to AMB. Um, oh Jesus, what idiots! What fucking idiots! Uh, we'll read this. This is so stupid. Tom buy that truck and property yet?
There's no property. Right at the moment, I'm like looking for a place to live because I don't think this is going to be viable past next month, the way things are going. Um, they've already expressed a willingness to break the lease when I started bitching about the fucking fleas and the neighbor with the sex offender for a nephew. Um, Vinny saying last night's video that he's almost done rent to own his building. Wait, what? Watch last night's video. Message 2 hours long, blah, blah, blah. He slips out, blah, blah. Never mind. He's talking about the horn, not a building. And here's Max. His horn is rental, and I can't imagine being that poor. He's almost got it paid off. No, I only got like 3 months paid into it. I have like $1,000 left to do. Give him. And here's funny. I've seen actual musicians ask their fan base to donate money for new equipment and get set up in seconds. Some has nothing and no one. What a sad little fat excuse for a human. What a sad fucking excuse for a human to, just waste so much time trying to deride me, defame me. And this is funny too. Here's Tom Butler playing his Kevin Hoffman game. Tom is almost out of weed. He will buy us medicine before he buys something useful like a car. Imagine walking everywhere because getting stoned is more important than transportation. Um, I haven't been walking much, enough, and I haven't stopped eating healthy. What fucking idiots! These are fucking idiots. Um, I had steak for dinner tonight. Painkiller. You need to eat a lot of fatty foods to get that. All you have to do is just not exercise enough. I've been eating too much fatty food because I haven't been going to the grocery store. Bread with pesto and bean sprouts ain't gonna do nothing. It's not like you can chew anything more solid than that. I had a steak tonight. So here's the real deal. Um, the horn, I've got like $1,000. I've got to pay off, and that's gonna get paid as soon as the estate clears. Um, and then I'm also gonna buy this van for $3,000 and probably have to put another 1,000 to it to make sure it's roadworthy. 3,000, what you said, $3,000 to replace the transmission with a rebuilt one, which is the only thing that my main concern with it is the tranny. It's got a B6 that is clean. It's been well maintained and hasn't been driven much. It's 15 years old and it's got 129,000 miles on it. It's less than 10,000 miles a year. I'll put 10,000 miles on it in the first 3 months. I'm not buying any land right away. And as far as weed goes, there's a pound sitting waiting for me when I for 1,600 up north, or a pound over here for 400 of the good Mexican. Might do both just for drill. Oh boy, they've got us. What an idiot! I think I do believe you're on the wrong channel. They're just being way stupid tonight. That's dumb. No, I don't do Twitch. I definitely don't do Twitch. I'm not interested in any of that kind of reality. You know, I'm part of the international human rights movement, trying to save the planet from humans, and I'm just not part of that. I just really am not part of that. Thanks for the invitation. I think what I'm going to do is just bail out. I'm a little hungry. I'm very tired, and I don't really feel like talking. So thanks for coming. Happy day. Bye.